Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another recap of Blueface and Chrisean Crazy in Love, episode 4. It's complicated. So basically, as y'all already know, um, make sure you guys like and hit that subscribe button so that way you can be tuned in for more notifications. So, after Chrisean did her saw her lawyer, she says goodbye to her sister and her nephew, and she wishes them safe travels back to school and back to home. Right now she was thinking about going to Baltimore to go visit her mom and family, but she decided now she's just gonna go back with Elle to LA. So they get to the airport, they head back to LA, head back to the house. On the process, she's on the phone with her friend Sky, and she asked Sky where she was at, how close she was to the house. She said 20-some minutes. So by the time Chrisean pulls up to the house, Sky's already there. She goes in to change her clothes, get dressed. She says she's going back outside. So long story short, Blueface is supposed to be back in LA, but Chrisean ends up going to LA and he ain't there. So he basically in Vegas, doing his thing. So after that, Chrisean and Sky, they link up. They decide they want to go out to the clubs or whatever. They ride by downtown. And one of the spots they was going to go to ended up closing. They was like, we're just going to go to another spot. After that, they was like, some fan came up to her and took a picture or whatever. So they just like, we're going to get out. We're going to go inside. So they go and have a good time. Start drinking and dancing, whatever the case may be. Then next thing you know, it's the next day. Blue finally made it back home. And her and him get into an altercation. Next thing you know, he got a big gash on the back of his head. She hit him in the head with a glass bottle. Crazy, for real, crazy in love. And she's in the car all beat up with bruises on her. Hand is cut, face got bruised, legs and stuff is all bruised up. And she's basically sitting in the car crying, telling him to leave her alone. And he basically told her, like, listen, I understand both parts. Is like, you mad at him for disrespecting you, but you're allowing him to disrespect you. Like, make it make sense. But then again, y'all like, Anyways, she's in the car crying. Eventually, Blue goes back into the house. Elle comes to show and comes to Chrisean's aid. He gets her some change of clothes, and then she finally comes in the house. And then next, them two is talking about going back and forth on like how she disrespected him, and she's like how he disrespected her. It's like the back and forth childish games, like basically at this point. So after that, she decides she want to patch him up. She gets the vacuum to try to suction the glass out his head. That didn't work. They eventually go to the hospital to check it out. They was talking about he needed staples, and he was like, nah, he don't want to do that. So they just put a bandage and gave him some medicine, and then he goes back to the house. So while they're in the house, whatever, Whacked 100, his manager calls and talks to him. Eventually, he pull up to the house. They go outside to talk. Chrisean takes it upon himself to eavesdrop and see what they talk about. She's like, I ain't scared. I know they probably talk about me. And then they talk, and he was telling her, like, listen, you need to whack 100 and telling him how he need to focus on his music and let her go because she's a distraction. And he was like, yeah, I'll see you later at the studio. So after that, it's studio time. Chrisean goes with Blue to the studio. They start working on some music. He has some new beats. Next, Whack 100 pulls up, and he was like, I thought it was just going to be me and you. We have a session together. And Chrisean was like, no, we got a session. It's my session, whatever. So eventually, them two, Whack 100 and Chrisean, going back and forth. And it just didn't, whatever. It didn't go right. So eventually, Whack 100 left. And then Chrisean decided to, like, go outside, talk to one-on-one. She was like, I basically hear everything you guys saying, what you saying, and stuff like that, the negativity and stuff like that. We're not going forward. We're just going to move forward. Again, that's money, getting this paper, and do more music, okay? So, yeah, it's the whole episode, like, ugh. So, guys, if y'all really enjoyed this recap, I know it's quick, fast, and hurry this time. I got you. Yeah. definitely toxicity at 1,000, like crazy in love, like on 1,000 for real, for real. But whatever, that's her man, and she gonna stick beside him. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this recap once again, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.